Okay guys, in this video we are going to add FortiGate firewall to monitor in the PRTG. Okay, so first thing is in my lab setup I have deployed the FortiGate firewall. This is VM setup. So already I have the PRTG. Then let me. This is my FortiGate, and my IP address is. Let me show you. IP address. And this is 2.51. You can see the gateway is 2.132. Okay, I have set the gateway as a 2.132. That's mean my FortiGate firewall. Okay, all my traffic is going forward, this going through this gateway through FortiGate firewall. So I have the internet access also. Okay, I have the internet access also. Let me log into the FortiGate firewall, and this is my IP address. So I have already logged. So this is my FortiGate firewall VM edition, and this is 40 OSCs. Yeah, it's 6.4. Okay, and let me go to PRTG first. So I have the firewall group. Under firewall group, so I am adding this device. Okay, let me right click and add device. Okay, this my device name is FortiGate FortiGate. IP address is 192.168.2.132, and then device icons is the FortiGate icon, so I have selected that. Then I don't need auto discard to run on the startup. So under SNMP credentials, I'm disabling the inherit. So guys, in the last few videos we have configured the Sophos firewall for this SNMP monitoring. So on that setup we use SNMP version 2, but in the FortiGate firewall, so I will demonstrate the SNMP version 3, because you have already idea about this SNMP version 2. So these are three different versions of SNMP: version 1, version 2, 3, and version 3. This SNMP version 3 is the latest edition of SNMP. So this is the most secure way, and it has a more really good authentication features. Comparing the V2C, this SNMP version 2, only we have community string as a password. That is not password, that's a community string. So okay, so when it comes to version 3, so we have different authentication algorithms, MD5 and SHA, and also this is you can configure the authentication and the authentication only, and without authentication and without encryption. We have a three method of configuration, configuring this version 3. So first thing is no authentication, no encryption, and you can use only the authentication. And then in the last setup you can use if you use with authentication and with encryption. So this is authentication type. That's mean this is the algorithm you can choose as MD5 and the SHA. So then you can define the username here and this password here. Then if you enable the encryption, so you have a two encryption algorithm, AES and DES. Okay, so then you have to define the encryption key. So some of device have this context name. This is not mandatory thing. So then there's NMP port and the timeout. So if you did enable the encryption here, then you have to enable that device from the device itself also. So between this PRTG and the device, this SNMP communication is totally encrypted and well secured using this authentication and encryption. Okay, hope you get this thing. So basically I'm configuring this thing. I'm selecting SNMP version 3. My authentication type, it's I'm using SHA. So username is PRTG and password I put it password. Okay, I'm putting password. So my so I'm also using this encryption. So I'm using AES encryption. Okay. Okay. Then I'm clicking OK. Then I need to go to the FortiGate. So on the FortiGate side, guys, this is a small setup. I have two network cards. So LAN and the WAN. So this is the port one. This is my LAN setup, and then already have this port 2. This is my WAN setup, internet access. This is the LAN interface. Okay, so under LAN interface, first check, go to the port 2 and go to edit and check this SNMP is enabled on the this port. Okay, this is the first thing you want to know. So when it comes to your configuration, so please find the suppose the PRTG on the DMC or any other different zone from the LAN. Please check whether SNMP is enabled on that port or particular zone. Okay, then you need to go to that system. So once you are verified this SNMP is enabled, you need to go to the system. Okay, so system, under system there's a SNMP. Okay, so you need to select it, guys. In this setup, so I'm not using this version 1 and version 2. So first thing is you want to enable this SNMP agent here. So I'm enabling agent. So I want to give description, location and contact info. Description is PRTG, and the location is data center, and contact I'm putting at something. Okay, you can provide the contact info. So this is the place we use for the SNMP version and version 2. So this is we can configure the community string here. So if you want to configure the community string, you need to create a new. Okay, so this is the other way we can place a community name here. So if you have the for example my PRTG lab, likewise you can configure here. You need to enable it. So then you need to provide this PRTG IP address here. Then once you provided the IP address, then you have options to select this accept queries and the send traps. If you want, you can select the accept queries only. So then this FortiGate only accept queries, SNMP queries only. If you select accept queries and the send traps, so then FortiGate also sending the SNMP traps on special, on the special event. You can already add multiple hosts here, and then once you enable that, and this is the place where you can enable that version 1. Okay, both that version 1 enable for the traps, and this is for the version 2. Okay, sorry guys, this is so once you enable this IP address, and once you give in that host type, then you need to provide these queries. So under queries, you have option to select version 1 or version 2c. Okay, if you are using version 1, so you need to enable it 1. Okay, so if you use in version 2, so you can enable the V2C and port. You can change this port if you want. So then if you want to enable the SNMP traps, then you can use this enable icon. Okay, so if you want, you can enable this version 9 and version 2, and then this is for that SNMP traps. You can select what are the events you want to send to the PRTG on the SNMP traps. Okay, so suppose if usage is too high, you can send traps. Available memory is low, you can send a trap. Likewise, there are a lot of options to use the traps. So here, so I'm not using this SNMP version 2 and version 1 here, because I'm using SNMP version 3 here. so I don't want to enable it. Okay, first thing is SNMP agent is I am enable here, and then this is the place SNMP version 3. So you need to create a new. Okay, under new you need to give the ERTG username. So I am on this setup. When you go to the settings, and this my username is PRTG. Okay, so I'm enabling this, and security level you can select this is security level, no authentication. Then no username, no username password is used for this communication. Also you can use the authentication. Okay, so authentication only, and no private mean no encryption. So with authentication you can also use this private. Okay, so guys, I am using this AES thing and the SHA algorithm, SHA1, and I need to change this password. Guys, perceive about this, with without encryption. Okay, without encryption. So no private. So I am disabling this. What this? I don't want this. I'm saving. First we see about only the authentication with no encryption. Okay, so you can see that encryption types is already selected, but if you are not giving the encryption key, then this will not use. Okay, so I am selecting that authentication as this authentication algorithm, selected the authentication, and then authentication algorithm as SHA1, then I'm giving the password. So I'm using no private. Okay, and queries enable, also traps enable. Okay, this is the thing, and that's it. I'm clicking OK. So once you click this create new, then you need to apply it also, otherwise it will not save. So you can see settings saved successfully. So I can go to the devices again here. So I am adding this pin sensor first. So I'll create the pin sensor. That is, we need to ensure, because sometimes you are not allowing the ICMP to your firewall interface. You can see pin is available because all the other sensors is dependable on these pins. If pin is not working, then all other sensors are forced. So pin is working, then we need to add the traffic sensor, SNMP traffic sensor. You can see it's working, so I can select the different interfaces here. Okay, so these are the ports that are connected. You can see port 1, port 2. So I have only the port 1 and port 2, so these are not connected, not enabled here. So I'm only adding port 1 and port 2, and then you can see SSL VPN tunnel. So so I don't have any SSL VPN configuration in the firewall, but I am in selected this one also. I don't need these additional channels, so I need to show alarm all disconnected is stated, and these are some channels. I have 3 channels. So that's it. I need to create these sensors. Okay, and let me go to device again. Let's see. Let's wait 1 minute or 2 minutes to get this data. You can see already my port 1 is getting data. Go to some traffic and play YouTube audio video. Okay, to YouTube, and yeah, this one. Okay, and you can see my this is port A, port 1, land traffic. You can see the current traffic, and this is in and out. These are different channels available, so you can define some limits here. Enable alerting based on limit. I already explained this on the Sophos firewall also, so you can get the live data here. This is traffic graph, very important. Different time intervals you can get the traffic data, and last 2 days, 3 days historical data. You can set some notification triggers here. These are the default one. The state trigger, if the this port traffic state is changed to up to down, that then it will generate alarm. Then also you can get a notification. Okay, and you can see this is my this I'm playing the YouTube video. Then my traffic is going high current value. So when I close this, it will generally, you can see the live data, and let me scan now, and you can see my traffic become normal. So you can see this in a near real time. That's the beauty of this PRTG. Let me go to this port 1 again, and you can see other ports already we are getting data. This is my WAN port. You can rename these ports, and also, and this is SSL VPN traffic. Currently I don't have a on a SSL VPN setup. So once you configure this, you can see this SSL VPN traffic also. So guys, let's have some, you can uptime, can also use this uptime sensor. Let me go to again availability uptime and the Linux OS. You can see that SNMP system uptime you can use. You can see my firewall is up and running 28 minutes. Okay, you can see that also. Apart from this, let me have, so first thing is it's good to have auto discovery on this. Okay, so I'm running auto discovery here. Let's see what are the sensors you can add in here. Once this sensor is discovery, so I'll explain this. You can see this is location, right? So you can set location on this groups level, or you can set on the device level also. Let me go to the this FortiGate firewall. Okay, under settings, there's an option called location. This is inheritance from firewall location. Okay, firewall group. But I need to set specifically, if you have some branches all around your country, you can set the location exactly whatever location is there. So this is with the Google Map. There's an integration with the Google Map. So I'm disabling the inherit. So I need to enter the exact location. For example, let me go to that Google Map. Okay, so Google Map, so I'm suppose I'm in the Chennai or something, I'm New York or something. Okay, suppose you're data center in the and okay, suppose your data center in this place. Okay, then you can right click it and you can get this direction, and you can see this is longitude and magnitude. So you can copy this magnitude, you can see copy it to clipboard, and you can come to the PRTG, you can enter here. So this is not the data center, so you can simply save the configuration. Once you save the configuration, you can see this is my place. This is a very cool feature. So you can provide this each and every location using this geomaps feature. So once you put this magnitude and magnitude values, then you can get the overall country map of this your all of the branches. So for example, if you are a financial institute, bank or something, so you have different branches all around the country, right? So you need to you need to give a map or dashboards to your NOC team, network operation team, to see the different status of these devices and the branches using live and near real time. So then you can create a geo map, and you can give this location info, and you can get the whole picture in a one particular dashboard. That's a very cool feature. So guys, our sensors are adding. You can see my all the ports is, I have 10 ports in this FortiGate firewall. Let me show you. This is default settings. So under settings on this VM, you can see I have 10 network adapters. That's why it will show as a 10 all are bridge. That's why it's getting traffic, pure traffic. So you can see SSL certificate is currently is not. It will fail to establish a secure connection there because we didn't install the certificate on this machine. That's why we are getting this. Okay, and you can see HTTP is currently HTTP service is on, because this firewall admin console is, we are logging through the HTTP. So that's why it's still in the 16%. Likewise, you can run this auto discovery. So actually I don't need this additional thing here, port traffic, because I've already added these things. I'm deleting this thing. Okay, you can see still is running on. So let me go to the firewall again. This my session is expired. I need to log it. Under the SNMP, so, and click edit again. And guys, we use only the authentication, not the encryption. Okay, so you can use the encryption also. So you can set this let me go to this device again, and under settings, and this is the place. So I'm using so I need encryption also in this method. Earlier I didn't give encryption, so I need to give an encryption key here. Okay, so I didn't need the context name, so I'm saving the configuration. And on the FortiGate side, so I'm enable this private, so I use AES. Okay, let me change the password. address. This is the PRTG IP address. So you have settings, save password. You can see my port is then up and running. So it seems like it's SNMP working. So now we use both the authentication and encryption. Okay, you can see in the security level authentication and the private. So if you are using only the authentication, then it will show as authentication, no private. If you didn't use authentication, no encryption, it will shown here, no authentication and no private. Likewise, okay. Likewise, you can get these things and go to device again. So you can use the that MIPS also. So you have if you go to the FortiGate firewall and SNMP, you can see on the top you can download the FortiGate MIP file. Okay. So because in this setup you can see there is no CPU memories things, right? So you need to provide those also for the advanced monitoring. So in the next video, and we'll see that this FortiGate MIP file and the advanced monitoring of this FortiGate firewalls. Okay, thank you.